Hey everybody, this is Grace, and this is take 3 of me trying to make a video this morning. The other 2 I'm going to put on private. It was just two weird things back to back. Lately my life seems, each time I go out to try to do these food deliveries, do it for health insurance, anytime I go out, the whole day seems to will have a theme. I used to say this about my life. The theme would last longer, than a day. But today's must be the world's gone crazy, seriously. I'm losing my voice already. Okay, but it brings about something I wanted to do a video on, about doing these food deliveries, or whatever kind of deliveries, groceries, whatever, gig work, delivery gig work. And that is like, now we've all heard, I would think many have heard this: if you see something, say something. Makes sense that this might need to be reported, because there are certain things you have to report. I think many people know that. I don't know, maybe not. There are certain things you have to report, and if you don't, then there are consequences. I don't know. I'm not the voice of authority on that. I just know that there are some things you have to report. But I'm not talking really about those. I'm talking about those when it's more like, kind of like a step down from that, maybe, or a step or two. When something just is curious, but you have no proof. It's just you see something or you hear something, and while doing deliveries, what do? That kind of thing. Okay, I just came out here to get gas, and I just started, and I'm going to start delivering. And I look over, I got the gas, look over, and as I'm leaving, and there's another one of those 4-door gray, older model, hubcap missing sometimes, inexpensive, another word for cheap, but old cars, 4 doors. And sure enough, is the delivery person. I'm telling you, I really am get more and more convinced. I know, like I said, have said many times, it's fiction until you know it's fact. So, but I'm getting, I've seen them, too many of them, and the people driving them. This one was very obvious to me, at least, the way he got the order and put it in the back seat and everything. But to me, that it's getting more and more obvious. I've taken pictures of these, just curious. But another obvious part is that they look like upper middle class, probably in their 30s, I'd guess. Different people, different ethnic groups. I know some people have that kind of bad attitude about it's going to be just one. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm a social behavioral scientist. It doesn't even matter about that as much as I just don't like people who are that way. Yeah, I know what it's hinting at. Social behavioral scientist. I taught at college and university, yeah, I know. But I have a pretty good idea. But anyway, as far as these, they really, in some way, they don't fit. They don't. I've said this before, and I'm not trying to be prejudiced in myself. Don't be what you hate. Is that they don't fit because they do look upper middle class, and then the vehicles they drive are not good. I mean, why would anybody buy a good one or use a really good one? Mine is not that bad, but I'm using it anyway. So hey, but no, they don't match the person. None of them. They all seem upper middle class, and then they're driving something that is more like for people who are not as fortunate, nowhere near as fortunate. So it's just a little bit off. It's off there. This is totally off. And then this one, I've actually seen people with the white cars. Same kind of thing, 4-door. They're not all the same make, but they're actually they're kind of known to be that way, even though they're different, but they're known. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but I'm going to get started and see what happens. Okay, here's another one, and yes, it's a delivery person. I'm telling you, it's so common. This is like, I don't know how many. Okay, yeah, he came out with 2 big packages, big guy, and he could barely hold them. And he's about to pass by, and there's a big old scratch on the car. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Yep, that one's a Toyota. I haven't seen one of those yet, but it's so weird because I had been saying I think they don't work on Sunday. Today's Sunday. I already said that right. May 19, 2024. Right now it's 10:36. But he came out of that same place, and that may have been the same one that was leaving when I drove up. But I saw 3 different people. That would be 4 now. Deliver from that place. I went and got something to eat in there, and so I sat out there and ate it, and I was watching, and yep, I think it was 4. Just like the other day that I was at that, last week. Was it last Sunday? I was at the pizza place, and they just kept coming in and doing it. I am convinced, I mean myself, but I know how it is, you know, it could be all coincidences, right? But, yeah, anyway. I think I should probably try to get some offers. It's 10, like I said, well now 10:37, but oh, and the other 2, one of them was a black, and I've seen black SUVs, but I think these people in these gray cars, a 4-door gray car, not the newest and not the most expensive, like I said earlier, but I wonder how does it benefit them? Maybe because they don't want to do their own taxes or something, and the person or people or the company or the what they work for, they worry about the taxes. I'm curious. I'm very curious. How does it benefit them? Because the other person's gonna get some profit off of it too, you know. And how does it benefit the person that's just gonna get a little profit off of it? Because I mean, it's already, sometimes these things are bad enough, but seriously. But I have seen the like this one right here. That could have been when I wasn't looking, but yeah, that color too. Black, white, and gray. But mainly gray. But that's a little bit newer than I've seen. Yeah, well, but same brand. Same make. I'm going to stop doing this. I just might as well say I'm convinced. And I kind of wonder, would I get any offers from this place? You know, would I? Or is it that they have certain people, you know, they gear them toward them, not gear them, but you know what I'm saying, maybe you can request drivers from that certain place. I'm curious. Okay, as soon as I did that, I turned it off. I remember probably not, because that pizza place that I was at, the reason I was there was I had got an offer and took it. So I was going to deliver something from that pizza place, and then I saw 3 or 4, well, it was 4 or 5 there. It was more when I think about it. And I took that other video. Maybe I'll remember to put that little video. I left a clip on my cell phone and use that one too. Anyway, wow, what a day. Adam had called me while I was sitting there also. He's going to go somewhere because of the smell of wood stain in our house. Yeah, anyway, I'll talk to you on another video. Well, maybe this one. Okay, I can't drink caffeine, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, I'll just finished dropping off one. No, it wasn't here. I don't do that. So, but I stopped. I had to take my shoe off because my foot was getting swollen. Now I need to figure out how to get out of here. But anyway, you wouldn't believe. As soon as I finish that part of a video about, hopefully we'll remember to add these videos together. And I was saying that about this place over there that I kept seeing people in those, you know, delivery people, but there were mainly those of with the gray car, the gray 4-door car I keep talking about. Anyway, Oh, I need to go that way. I don't think that goes there. But anyway, I was wondering, I wonder if I'll get one ever from that place. And I was still sitting it was a little bit further down from me. I mean, same parking lot. And as soon as I finished that clip, turned it off to do the video, turned the video, I mean not the video, to do the app, it went ding ding, and it was at that place. I mean, come on, y'all don't believe that, do you? But it was. I didn't believe it. Like, wow, now I know a good place to hang for lunch and for dinner. Okay, not here either. Okay. Hey everybody, I don't know if I'm going to add this to my other one I've been doing today. Maybe, it depends on how long that is, but it's 12:30, May 19th is Sunday, 2024, and I've been out, I guess, a couple hours, and I had one after another, but the problem was they were so little. One of them tried to put an ad on for $1.50, and those, they don't tell you how far you're going. No, did not happen. And somehow my acceptance rate, or whatever, each one calls them something different, but you know how many you accept of the offers that they give you, it went down. But hey, I don't care. I'm not taking $1.50, please. Man, you know what some of these try to get away with, these AIs or whatever, whoever programmed them to say that's okay, you're wrong. It's not okay. Seriously. God, unbelievable. Just unbelievable. You know, and you can't blame, oh, it's the AI. No, it's the person who programmed the AI. Please. Yeah, you can't get away with that. But, where would that thing go? Anyway, I'm going to go home, because I had 3, and all of them were like they kept sending me $2 ones, and some of them were like, you know, it was like $2 for a mile. You know, some people say that, oh, I do those all day long. Well, $2 for a mile? Right. You still have to go there, get out, get back in, go to the person's house, get out, get back in, and go back to wherever it sends you next. You want that? All day long? No. I mean, it would have to be, you know, there's no way. Like, just no way. So, but still there were small offers, and I'm thinking, no, this is Sunday. This is what you're going to be throwing at me, is these, also 3, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the highest one, well, the highest one was something like $10, and they wanted me to go 20-something miles. That definitely is not going to happen. So, no way. Because it had a detour sign, and I'm like, what is it for? It's absolutely no reason. Maybe somebody found it somewhere and moved it there. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go home and see if it still smells really bad of that wood stain stuff. Just go home for a few minutes and then leave. I'm going to have trouble with the dogs when I get there, because they're there. He said it had aired out. He said that it was not bad anymore, because he did leave the door open and all, back door. Before he left, Adam talking about. But anyway, I want to go home for a little bit. My feet are a little swollen. They're always swollen when I'm doing these, from just sitting here. And then the walking actually helps. You know, it seems like, you know, but it's not very far to walk. Although I've had some that were pretty far, you know, from where I could park, and then how far it was to the front door and back. Yeah, they've been pretty far before. Don't lie to myself. I've been making videos. This August will be 10 years on my original channel. It's not the same kind of thing as this, but I've had other channels and have other channels, you know, since then. And people, I don't know how many years ago it was, people stopped watching long videos. I mean, they'll do the what are they called? those reaction channels or parodies, the ones that are really, really mean to people, live stream, and then they have the replays or whatever you want to call it. I've done that before, but people, in my experience, from my own, no matter whether I put a different voice on it or what, or no, there's no voice, but they just don't watch past like a minute. Some, but I think those days apparently are gone, when it came up with TikTok, and then YouTube got the hashtag shorts, and around that time when they all started, like that, and it got to where even if a video is like a minute, 1 minute video, not a short, but like 1 minute and 15 seconds, what I've noticed is people will watch about half of those. Attention span, I guess. I've always often wondered, like you see commercials that are to a few seconds, and they tell the whole story in a few seconds. But anyway, I make these videos for me. Really, I make them public, but really they're just for me. Like a lot of it's just about venting, because if some of the stuff, like I say, usually most of my offers, or my orders I take for this, or anything in life, most of it's good. It's the stuff that's bad that I vent out on video, just get it out of my system and go move on. If there's something I have to take care of, I'll take care of. But most of the time, this stuff that, beyond a person's control. It's beyond my control of what happens when I go and deliver. Like if I see some of them I've seen were pretty funny situations. Funny. Some were spooky, scary, creepy. I think I've run it pretty much a gamut on, the ones that stay within the law. Something legal, not illegal, but legal. Yeah, I've run probably the gamut just a short while. But this is Texas. Hey, I'm Texan. Okay, so, and not all Texans are the same. But, and we don't all, pretty much never see cowboy boots. And I'm surrounded by farms. Farms and ranches, and I hardly ever see cowboy boots, cowboy hats, blue jeans. Seriously, hardly ever see blue jeans. On and on. So, anyway, wrapping it up. Talk to you on the